Hello everyone, hi. Today we're going to do the kitchen cookware tutorial. So this is for the colander and the pot. These are the things you'll need. Start out to make the colander, we're going to need a push pin, a tea candle. Put the push pin into the candle to get it hot, and we're going to push this all the way through, all the way around until this is completely covered in holes. And I'm saying this because it's necessary. This tutorial will require adult supervision because these things can harm young children. And to the adults, you see how I'm doing this? Don't do this way. I burned myself. Take the pin out of the plastic before you start to heat it, because what's going to happen is, see how I'm doing this now? The pin will heat the plastic and come out. So just to begin with, just take the pin out completely unless you have another tool that will work to push through, the plastic while it's hot. But we're going to do this going all the way around just so that we can get this completely covered in holes. Now, once this is completely covered in holes, we're going to clean it up a little by sanding it. Now that we're done with the holes and sanding, we're going to make the handles for this. We are going to cut the wire to the proper size to make the handles. I don't use measurements. I usually measure through eye, but I will try and get measurements for you all later on this. Cut 3 small pieces for the legs of the colander, and we're going to bend them so that they will curl and stand. We're going to bend these so that it will stick into 3 of the holes on the bottom and stand on its own. We're going to stick them into the holes and then glue in place. Once we glue in place, we're going to paint. I'm using a enamel silver paint to paint this, just so it'll have more of a realistic metal look. Set aside and let dry. Now we're going to work on the pot. This is the top from a body splash container that I had taken apart, and because it has a hole on the bottom, I'm going to use the recycled aluminum to cover the bottom to make this a complete pot. Once you have cut this out, we're going to glue this into place, set aside to let dry, and use the bottom part of the seasoning container as we did for the lids in the previous kitchen cookware tutorials to make the lid for the pot. Once you get it cut out, you're going to sand it, and we're going to make the handle for the pot the same way we did the pan. We're going to use the metal and the aluminum pan. We're going to cut a small piece, and we're going to wrap this wire into this aluminum piece. Once you have this wrapped into this piece, we're going to add crazy glue to the ends that are folded down, and we're going to glue those to the side of the pot. Set aside and let dry. Now once this is all dry, we're going to make the handle for the pot lid. So same as before, we're going to cut a piece of the aluminum pan, we're going to fold it, and we're going to cut it to size. Once we fold it to make the desired shape for the handle, we're going to glue this into place and set aside to dry. Once everything is dry, then everything will be done. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial for kitchen cookware. I will always say this: stay creative and dream green. I hope you all enjoyed the video again, and have fun. Rate and subscribe.